Okay, I'm here with the very own one and only Cynthia Bailey, our favorite from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay,
Hi.
we're gonna have a
Hello.
little cocktail.
Yes, here we are. We're sipping on, this is my signature peach Bellini from Seagrams Escapes. And I've already pre-made myself a delicious Mom-Mosa, just in time for Mother's Day. Cheers to all the badass moms out there. We made it easy for you. Basically, I just mixed my peach Bellini. You can mix any of these amazing Seagrams Escapes flavors with some sparkling white wine. And I threw some blueberries in there. You can do strawberries, you can do pineapple, whatever, keep whatever you want to do. Okay. We make it easy. And there's so many more delicious recipes on SeagramsEscapes.com for you guys to check out. All right. Happy Mother's Day to all the badass moms out there.
Yeah. Cheers
Every
to
day
you.
Mother's Day. Cheers. Cheers to us.
Well, speaking of Mother's Day, I mean, I have to say, our kids are in their 20s, and we've had a few Mother's Days. My kids are in their 20s as well.
Yes.
Thinking back, like when she was little, can you think of any Mother's Days where you were just like, this is not the Mother's Day I envisioned?
When she was little. Well, you know what's so interesting about our kids being in their 20s is 20s like grown, but it's still not grown. It's still that line of like they're young adults, but they still, I haven't completely let them off, of the leash completely. Like with Noelle, it's like, okay, you're independent, you can do your thing, but it's like, I have a tracker on you. It's like, where are you going? Call me when you get there. Call me when you're leaving. Call me if you go to the gas station. Yeah. So it's very interesting. So I think for me, age doesn't really matter. I just feel like she's still my baby. It just is what it is. Mike's kids are around the same age. I still, feel like, let me know you made it there safe. Call me when you're leaving. It just never really ends. So I think, although Mother's Day is one day, I think it's every day. I think you never get to stop being a mom. And like, I already know, like, no matter how old Noelle is, I'm still going to be like, hey, where are you? What are you doing? What's happening? So
yeah, no, they are definitely always your baby. And I just remember when my kids were little, and it's like, it's Mother's Day, but you're like, okay, why am I cleaning up the kitchen? Why am I did that ever happen to you where you're like, wait a second?
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, most Mother's Days, I do a lot still. Like I still, we have to cook breakfast, we still got to eat.
Yep.
Got to still make sure everything is together. So yeah. I find that, and I have to take a little bit of blame for that. Like, I'm not the kind of mom that will just sit down somewhere and let people spoil me. I'm like control freak, like I'm super involved. So I'm actually going to challenge myself to do better this Mother's Day. I'm going to just let people take care of me this Mother's Day. Good. Which is hard to do for someone, for like a boss over here who has a million things going on, Yeah. But I'm going to try that. That would be nice.
That would be nice. Now, were you the kind of mom who would get like the breakfast in bed and like the pancakes and the wacky cereals and that, or were you up before her?
I love breakfast in bed. I do love a breakfast in bed moment. I'm pretty happy to get whatever. I mean, I am a little picky about my gifts. I'm not a balloon person. I'm not a flower person because they just die and then they get really smelly. True. I don't like stuffed animals. Like, please don't give me like a Mother's Day big bear. Like, I don't like that. What am I gonna do with it after? You know what I mean? And I don't like chocolates, really, to be honest. So I'm pretty much down to spa days. Like, just give me a spa certificate, a spa certificate, a Target gift card.
Oh, yes.
A Whole Foods gift card, a Starbucks gift card, like stuff that I really use every single day. Like places that I go to, a gas, ain't nothing's better than a gas gift card.
Yeah, right.
Please give me a gas gift card for today. I'm very practical. I'm not like, oh, like flowers. It's sweet and I get it. And I love the gesture, but I'm like, you could have given me a gas card
Yeah.
or just me like a 90-minute massage.
Right. Or clean the bathroom.
Yeah, have the house cleaners come twice instead of like twice this week instead of once this week.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's what you enjoy doing. Well, that's so this year, do you guys have anything planned for Sunday? Or are you just going to kind of hang out?
You know what? Actually, we do. We're in California. I'm spending most of my time in LA now since I left Housewives. I'm, full into my next chapter, acting and hosting.
Yeah.
For those of you that didn't get to see my Lifetime movie debut, Cruel Instruction, you can still watch it on demand, lifetime.com. It's all happening. So I have not been to Atlanta in a while. I have not seen Lake Bailey in months. So my husband and I are actually going to Atlanta tomorrow for the first time in probably about 6 months. And we are getting all the moms together. Now it's becoming more than Mother's Day because I just hadn't seen my family.
Yeah.
So my siblings, their kids, like everybody, we're all going to the Bailey wine cellar, and I'm going to have a caterer come and do the food, and we're just going to all hang out and catch up. And it's Mother's Day, but it's still just almost like a family day too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Haven't seen anyone. I've been, busy over here, working in this next chapter. So
that's fantastic. I just want to dip my toe into the last chapter though, because you were, of course, such the classy queen. It's congratulating the ladies. It was weird without you, I have to admit. Was it weird for you, or were you like, thank God I'm not on it?
You know what? I have to say, this is the first, like, since I left, I've been so busy. I was like, oh, this is great. I hadn't really had a lot of time to really think about it. Yeah. But now that it's come back on and all the promos leading up to it definitely had me feeling some kind of way. I was like, wait, I'm really not there. And, the promotional shot that they did together with the all white was so beautiful. I was like, oh my God. So I will say that although I'm rooting for them and I support the show, I still have such a great relationship with, everyone from Bravo and NBC, Andy. I text with him all the time. I definitely was like, wow, okay. So I guess it's official. I'm really it's been months, but it really just hit me on Sunday because I was like, am I going to watch the show? I was actually running around spending the day with my daughter on Sunday. So I ended up not watching it, but Mike recorded it for me. So at some point I'm going to sit down and definitely watch it, but I plan on supporting for sure.
Yeah.
And, for me, it's like, it was like I had such a great journey with Housewives, and I did it my way, and I got to promote all my businesses. I mean, the platform was so amazing to me. Like, I honestly wish them well, but I was definitely feeling a little crazy when I was like, wait, it's happening. I'm really not on the show.
No, we all felt it too, though, Cynthia. We were all like, wait, there's something missing. But then we saw you were supporting them on social media, which was so cool.
Absolutely.
And then we had the whole day because I have Bravo on, of course, 24/7. But I walk by the TV and I'm like, oh, Cynthia's getting married. So I had to sit down.
I know. And that's the good thing. That's the great thing about being a part of this platform for so long. Even when you leave, you're still on the show because they rerun the old episodes for the rest of your life. Like, I will forever be a housewife on the show because they always no new show could start without them showing all the old shows.
Yeah.
And one of the other things I love about Bravo is the fact that, I get asked this question a lot, would you ever go back? Would you ever go back? I'm like, well, first of all, I just left, so it's too early. I literally just left. So not right now, but I would definitely never say never, because I don't know. I don't know how I'll feel in 2 years. If the show's still going on in 2 years, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But what I do love is the fact that, you have Sheree, you have girls that come and go, they're housewives, and then they're friends, and then they're housewives again, and then they're nothing. They're just completely gone, and then they come back. And, you have Marlo getting the peach, who's been a friend forever. And, I love that, they do such a great job of just kind of putting you in, taking you out, bringing you back. So we'll see, but it's gonna be fun to watch as a regular person now, and watch everybody else's drama and get everybody else's tea.
Yes. And you'll probably have all the inside tea too. So you'll be laughing.
I do, because I see, I still talk to all of the ladies. So, whenever they come out to LA, they're always hitting me up, and I've had dinner with, most of the girls when they come out. So
I love
I
that.
have a little bit of inside scoop, but I still want to watch it because it's like one thing to film it and then you think you know what happens. And then when that show comes on and you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
I didn't know all this was going on behind my
right.
back.
Right. It is. It's just like in your face and you relive it. And so
oh yeah.
it's
and that really sucks. One of the
Yeah.
things that I don't miss is like, when you do have drama with someone, because I feel like, my bonds are always genuine with the friends that I've made on the show. So if something happens, in real life, at the time you have to deal with it, filming. So in like real life, you have to process those feelings. And then, you try to forget the person and move on, but then you have to watch it when the show comes on. And then you get mad all over again.
I know. In the confessionals, you're like, I can't believe she said that.
I know, because it still hurts all over again because now it's on TV. Then you got to deal with the social media part where people are like, how could you be friends with her? She's like so nasty. You're like, I just forgave her already. Now I'm mad again. So the emotional roller coaster of it all, I'm kind of good on that right now. I think I'm just going to take advantage of some much needed years of therapy and just focus on my husband and, all the other things that I have going on right now.
Yes, I agree. And it's interesting too. Now we've got these like sort of spin-offs, like with New York and the legacies. And
yes,
I feel like Gen X women really need to be represented, like absolutely. And I'm just wondering, what do you think what a smart direction would be as we all kind of go into this new phase in our life as far as like that platform? Any thoughts on that?
Well, I think that what I love is I think I have the philosophy of like once a housewife, kind of always a housewife. Like our fans are so like attached to us.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool to show like, to bring people in and out and like, having, the older girls, and then, with like a lot of shows are like, oh, we want to bring in a fresh crop of new younger girls. But the housewife audience is not young girls. The housewife audience is kids to grandmas. Like, when I'm in the airport, I got like 6-year-olds walking up to me. Hi, Miss Cynthia. I love you. You're my favorite housewives. And then I got grandma FaceTiming me, who's 80 something years old, like saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really feel like, I just feel like it's all about just, us and what we're doing and the different times in our lives. And I think Bravo was so smart to create the Ultimate Girls Trip because, incorporating the franchises, even as a housewife, a consistent housewife for 11 years, I always wonder like, what would it be like to be with some of the other girls from the different, from the different cities? And now they have that. And that's just another avenue, another platform for us to continue to be on television and to still be able to share, our lives. So it's pretty cool. For me, it actually worked out kind of perfectly because even before I decided I wasn't going to go back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I had already signed on to do Ultimate Girls Trip. I did the first one. And at the time, I had no idea, they weren't sure when they were going to start shooting Atlanta. I wasn't sure if I was going to go back to Atlanta. So it ended up literally the day I decided I was going to leave. I did my little public post and literally we started promoting Girls Trip because I'd already filmed that. So it was like, I left, it was like, bye, thank you guys for this amazing time. And then was like, well, tune in tonight for
I'm back.
I'm back with some other housewives. I've left Atlanta, but I'm still back over here in Turks and Caicos now. So it just kind of rolled in one right after the other. And then I went from there to, which has nothing to do with the housewives, but right into the Celebrity Big Brother house, which I got with another housewife, Teddy Mellencamp from the Hills. And, it just goes on and on.
Yeah. That Big Brother almost looks like it's more grueling than Housewives. Was it just,
I don't think anything can prepare you for Big Brother. I thought in some small way by being on Housewives for 11 years that it somehow would have given me some kind of advantage by going on there. Yeah, it did not. 2 different shows, 2 different platforms. It just is a whole nother ball game. But I had an amazing time. I really, honestly, every week that I got to live, and didn't get evicted, I was like, wait, am I still here? Because I went in thinking, you know what? My husband had one rule. He was like, you do not get sent home the first week. That is the only thing. Anything after that, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just have to survive the first week. So I did that, and it was the second week and the third week. The next thing I knew, I was like in the final 3. I was like, wait, I can almost win this thing. And I sucked at all of the games. Like, I never had blood on my hands. I didn't even understand the games. I was like in full premenopause. Like, I was like, get me out of here. I want to regulate my own heat and lighting and everything, like hot flashes, mood swings. Like, I was literally all over the place, but I did make a lot of friends. You know, forever bonded. Carson, oh my God. It was amazing. Like, I've cooked everything. I don't think I cooked for 3 months after I got out. My husband was like, I need you to keep that same cooking energy when you come out. Because we were like, anything to kill time, because we had no access to anything except playing the games and playing solitaire and chess. So crazy.
It's a psychological experiment. That is for sure.
No, for sure. And you know, it's funny because when we went in, they were like, oh, we want you guys to speak to like a therapist or like a little psychiatrist person before you go in. And then we'll have you guys speak to them when you come out. And I was like, why? Like, why do we need to do that? Like, honey, when they finally let me out that house,
when they let me out.
Like, where's the therapist? Like, it was so weird being back. I was like bombarded with like information. I was like, wait, what? Brianna's pregnant? Wait, Mike was trending on Twitter because of the whole thing that happened with Todd and I. And wait, Beyonce gave me a birthday shout out. Like, I ended up being in there for Valentine's Day, my birthday. Like, it was a very uneventful birthday.
Yes.
It was like me, Todrick, Misha Tate, and Lamar Odom and Todd Bridges with like a little cute, pitiful cake and maybe one balloon. And I was like, I begged them. I was like, can you guys please have them drop off sushi? That's my only thing if I'm in here for my birthday. And they did. And it was like, you know, I don't even think we could sing happy birthday because of the copywriting. So we were just like in 2 seconds, I think we could sing it for like a certain amount of time or something. It was like, okay, but hey, you know what? Do I have memories? Absolutely. Is it probably going to be my most unforgettable birthday? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
Woo! Okay. Too soon to ask that question. If I had to answer it right now, because it's only been a few months, not anytime soon. Down the road again. You know what? If they have like an all-star situation, you know, I think there's something to be said for making it to the final 3. So if they have like, you know, an all-star situation, I would consider it. I mean, overall, I really had a good time. It was just a lot. It was just a lot of time. Like, you literally let everything go. I'm still checking emails and texts that I haven't like, wow, you know, just from, I had to let everything go. And again, I'm a control freak. I'm used to dealing with every single thing. And all of a sudden it was like, okay, so what am I making? And should I go clean the toilet again now?
Right. So is that like the hardest thing too? Like, cause I you're right. I can't imagine. Just like,
have you ever shared a toilet with 11 people? One toilet?
Oh, college.
Male and female. And you know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this.
No.
Leaving the toilet seats up and, you know, not aiming properly.
No.
Like, don't get me started, girl.
Grown adults.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why celebrities have a lot of help. There's a reason why they have housekeepers and assistants and all that. Not the cleanest folks in the world.
Oh, maybe they need help with aiming.
I'm like, you have one assignment when you go to that party. There's a big hole. Point it that way, aim it, and if you miss, give me a courtesy wipe up. So. Yeah, please.
Yeah, so that's a no for now.
Yeah, like that almost broke me, but I was like, you know what? I have never been more humbled in my life. I came out of that house just a humbled, happy to be alive person. I'm just happy to control. I was happy to just control my lighting, the temperature in my house, being able to just go to the bathroom and have a privacy poop on my own and not have like 20 people walking in. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, like this is great. I can just relax and do what I want to do. I can walk outside if I want to and sit in the sun. So it really was very humbling, so much fun, and just gave me a whole new appreciation, kind of similar to how it was when the pandemic first started, where you just appreciated everything. You're like, wow, I'm home. I appreciate my family. I appreciate being able to have time to sit down and have dinner. And that's another thing too. We all sat down for dinner all the time.
Oh,
so we had that little community of like fellowship every day. Well, we didn't have anything else to do but sit down and dinner together. It was like so yeah, but it was incredible. I love the whole team from Celebrity Big Brother and everyone that was in the house.
Wow, what an experience. And then I do have to ask you, I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but the new Girls Trip trailer just dropped.
You know what? I did sit on my timeline. I did quickly look at it. I started my Zooms early today, but I haven't had a chance to really, dissect it or anything, but it looks pretty good. It looks very different from ours. Very different.
Yours was glamorous. Yours was like the beautiful beaches. And then we got Dorinda just giving it to somebody. Like, I think Cynthia had the better situation.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Very different vibe. I love Dorinda. I love all the ladies that were a part of that one. But I do have to say, well, first and foremost, I am excited that I was a part of the first one, because I do feel like we kicked it off and set the bar kind of high.
Yes.
And Turks and Caicos is good. I'll go and argue with anyone in Turks and Caicos anytime, any place. You know what I'm saying? So get me at Turks, okay?
Yeah.
So with that said, I will say that Peacock laid it out. I mean, we flew private, girl. We had it was like the house was incredible.
I know.
It was beautiful. It was really cool. So I'm very interested to see to watch Ultimate Girls Trip 2 and see how those ladies played together,
Yeah, it just looks so messy. It just looks like yours was messy, you had Ramona, but this is just like so.
Yeah, we kind of like built up to our mess. It kind of started off at my Bailey Q, and then it just for me it ended up being, I was pretty much the villain by the end of that trip. But
I don't think so. I don't think you were the villain.
Well, thank you. I kind of felt like it, because I was so confused and crazy. And again, I don't want to blame everything on premenopause, but hey, I'm 55 years old. I'm like, this is the patience is not there anymore. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, there is that breaking point where, 50 Cent does show up. It's like, listen, we're going to play these games. You're going to answer the questions, and we're going to move the hell on. All right. And then we're going to have a peach Bellini. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how it's going down.
Absolutely. Well, before I let you go, okay, you've been busy. Are you taking some time off, or are you hopping in a new project?
Well, I'm in hustle mode. I got to find me a new job.
Got it.
I am busy, and I want to stay busy. I'm so grateful and humbled that this next chapter has been so amazing. Thank you to everyone who's just been so supportive. I got to keep going. My goal, I'm big on manifestation, is to book a lead on a regular series by the end of the year. The acting is what I'm really, really enjoying. I have all my love and still love, still have an amazing partnership with Seagrams Escapes. Hopefully we're going to get back on the road and do our women empowerment tours again.
Ooh.
I'm excited to just touch people. I want hugs. I'm over it. I'm ready. I need that connection again. So I'm excited about that. My CB by Aurora bag line is actually, we're going into the Beverly Center in 2 weeks. So I'm excited about that. And then I also launched a luxury bag line called Neela Bags. Yes. And they are so gorgeous.
They are so gorgeous.
Just in time for Mother's Day. So, hey, I'm no days off right now. Yeah. I am busy by design, okay? Because I have to be, because Mama got to get her a new job, okay?
I understand that. Yeah. And I can't even imagine that you would just sit still anyway.
Like Housewives is a TV show, but it's actually a job as well. That was my main job, and all these other business endeavors that I do, my Bailey wine cellar, all of those are those are side hustles, side businesses. So
you're busy.
That series to happen.
Well, I'm glad that you're going to relax and be with family on Sunday.
I am.
And this is like the perfect girls cocktail. My friend's coming up to visit. We're going to be having this cocktail. I mean, she's going to fall in love with this. I got to get some blueberries.
She's going to love it. And the great thing about this is you can play it up or you can play it down.
That's exactly it.
You can drink it straight over the rocks. You can freeze it, make it a slushy, or you can layer it up as a former housewife. I like mine with a little splash of vodka or a little splash of tequila.
Oh, okay.
There's levels. There's levels.
It depends how the day went.
Exactly. Absolutely. So cheers to you.
Cheers to you too.
As a mom, as a boss woman, you know, just for everything. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. Please enjoy a mimosa and celebrate life. Every day should be Mother's Day. Absolutely.
Cheers.